What's up, everybody? Welcome back to more Greedfall. Greedfall being where the greedy fall. They fall to the greed. They succumb to their lust for wealth. I don't know. I'm making things up. I have no idea. For a game called Greedfall, I don't distinctly remember there being any particular notes of greed and falling related to the main storyline. I feel a bit lied to. It's mainly the side quests where you find a lot of people being very greedy and then getting handled because of it. So we recovered Queen Bladnid. That's fantastic. Now it is time to potentially knock out some of these side quests. Potentially. Could do that. Let's go to the Glade. Let's go to the Glade. Right up here. Call Sen Glade. Let's head up to that. No Petrus. No. Iron Fist thing looks so derfy. It's just not a thing that I want any part of. If I'm being honest. Alright, hold on. Oh my gosh, all of you want things from me. From me. Leave me alone. Ooh, that hunting dagger. That'll be good for, no, you have a Zweihander. You have a nice big two-handed murder thing. If you had more strength, I might consider giving you that. You can take this, my friend. Brass guard, shell guard, etc. What is this? Crafting. Oh, I need to put on my gloves. Hold on. Hold on. Hold. Hold. I must put on my gloves of smithery. Right. You there. Upgrade. What can I put? Ooh, wow, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh my gosh. Alright, so these things are not for breaking armor. Not at all. So we're gonna put the looped guard on there. Uh-huh. And then we'll put that on there. Yeah. Ornate, elongated pommel. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at all that physical damage. Very stabby now. That pommel and guard have definitely increased the stabbing potential of that there weapon. Exponentially. Oh, yes. That's exactly what was needed. Exactly. So, armor and balance, armor and balance, armor and balance, and then, of course, the vambraces giving, finally, you guessed it, armor and and balance. Yes. Alright. What is this? Sure. Those seem good. Go. Do it. Old Studded Curious. Oh yeah, I wanted to upgrade this. Pouch and tools, that's increased lockpicking. I don't really have anything else to put on it at the time. So pouch and tools it shall be. I need rubies and other delicious things so that I can, you know, make more effective bits of armor. Ooh, yes. Look at that. So these are equal, but this one's better because it has elemental and magical resist, which cannot be overlooked. Oh, yes, please. Ciara. Okay, so you have Endurance 1. And you can't even wear this because you don't have Endurance 1. Oh, wait, that's Petrus. Petrus! No! Get out of here, Petrus. You can't wear it because you don't have Endurance 1. Excellent. Good to know. So it's mine, and mine only. You have to keep your own things. Old blunt foil. Get that garbage out of here. See ya later. His workbench. I think the workbench gives a greater chance for returning goods to you. I cannot confirm, though. At least not right now. That's the sturdy kaftan. That one can go. The rest of these need to stay. I wish there was a lock button so you could just boop and lock them from being deconstructed. It's not necessarily bad. You can't. It's just... It's a mild inconvenience, one might say. Excellent. We now have all of these things. You there, my friend. Can you... Those boots require endurance. You must be able to endure the process of sliding them onto your foot. Oh dear. What terrible boots they must be. What terrible boots they must be to cause you such agony that you must endure the placing of them upon your feet. Kabam! Surprise! Didn't expect that, did you? So... There was a little village over here. We'll go investigate that first. See what we can figure out. Hello? Peoples. Hello? Don't mind me just rifling around in your bushes. Ooh. No goodies down at the bottom of the lake that I can see. Nice little path up here, though. Okay. I like where this is going. Nice little log there. Ooh, what's this? Okay, so this is a place, that's for sure. But what manner of place is it? What is the significance of that area right up there? These are the questions running through my head. What is this? It would appear that I can go through here, but not now. There is a big old rock in the way. Well, for the time being, there does not appear to be any specific use to this side of the map. Though there's a lot going on. Ooh! Hey, here. Alright. Well, that's been found. So that's good. Camp over there. Gives us a place for fast travel and the like. Suppose there's now time. Ooh. Hello? Hello? Oh! Oh! It's you thingies. Hello there. Oh. Whoa. Ow! Ooh. Okay. Well, there's a bunch of them there. If I can kill one of them. There's one down. Ah! My life! No. Oh, there's like 4 of you there. Hello. Ow. Ow. No, I'm good. Those things hurt a lot. All right. Well, we'll be back another time. Don't you worry. We'll be back when we've got more bonking power. Until then, we're just gonna take a casual walk through the woods and not get murdered. Sounds good to me. Sometimes you have to know when to walk away from battle, and that was one of those moments. Could have continued to dance around them, potentially have taken them, but yeah. Seems like significantly more investment than just simply returning when I have more power to deal with the threat at what I would guess is probably an appropriate level. You there, Peoples.
Do not force us to use our weapons. We do not want to shed.
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the congregation.
They are denying us access to the glade.
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry, but we cannot let you enter this area.
But we only want to plant some new trees. Bring life back.
These people are fanatics, Your Excellency. Several woodcutters died last night, and I'm willing to bet that these savages had a hand in it.
You are killing the earth, so it kills you in return. All of you are cursed.
Shut it, you savage!
Desade, I'm the legate of the merchant congregation on this island. I came to shed light on this affair. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died a few hours later. Well, the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the barracks right here.
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see him.
How about you
Please,
folks
Your
just
Excellency,
get
you may
the
come
heck
in.
out of my way? Like, let the people in. Hello?
We do not want to
Hello, Doctor. I am the legate of the congregation. I was told about the disputes caused by this camp, and a soldier told me that several woodcutters died recently.
Yes. They got sick yesterday afternoon, and a few hours later they were dead. I couldn't do anything except watch them writhing in pain. None of my remedies worked. If seeing corpses doesn't bother you, you can come and see the bodies. They're here. I hope that whatever killed them is not contagious.
Me too.
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue, blood at the corner of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. A strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
Right. This man is an amazing medical examiner for being a legate.
So, what do you think? Do you recognize their disease?
They didn't die of disease. They were poisoned. There's no doubt about it.
You're probably right. But I've heard these savages talking so much about curses, so I thought it must be a mysterious disease, rather than seeing what was before my eyes. But how could these 3 men be poisoned?
I'm not sure. Do their symptoms not point to anything?
No. I've never seen such a deadly poison with these symptoms.
Have you noticed anyone unusual here?
Unusual? No.
Did they drink anything in particular?
They like to drink their fills in the evening. Life is dreary here. But if the poison was in the alcohol, I'd also be on the pile of corpses.
Fair.
What did they eat yesterday? Did they eat any mushrooms?
No, we avoid that kind of thing. We don't know enough about the region's plant life. The congregation provides us with dry produce, otherwise we eat game. Yesterday they butchered a beast brought by the hunters.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly in exchange for knickknacks. But they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to believe that they're involved.
Well, we'll see what they have to say. Where can I find them?
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads to this camp.
Right. So I'm guessing that's the, yeah, that's gonna be the village that we saw earlier. That's gonna be the village that we saw earlier. Go out and have a conversation with these here hunters and see what the... No. Bow! Gotcha. Oh, did that count? That count for the side mission thing? Pest control? Nah, didn't count. Gotta do it over in the other area. Heck. Oh, ooh. Hello there. There, guy. Bonk. Ooh, don't like to be thrown. No. Bad. Excellent.
Atoi! This is our prey, Renaigse. How can we earn our reward if you hunt our prey?
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from us?
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating what you brought them.
Poison? I swear we are not responsible for this.
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly what happened?
You say that, yet you still accuse us. We will not let ourselves be manipulated by some Renaigse. Let's see if you can ward off this fight.
So,
Do not kill us. We will tell you everything we know. Have mercy. We did not decide to do this. We were trading beautiful things with the camp. But the elder said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcutters cut down all the trees.
Which elder?
One of the old men from Vigigidor, our village. He is very angry because we cannot heal the glade. He gave us the meat of an Andrig killed by a venomous Dosentats. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain berries, but without them, eating it would be lethal. And since the Renaigse invaded our forest, these berries are nowhere to be found. He wanted it to be a lesson for them, so that they may understand that their destruction brings death.
I will not hold you responsible, but from now on you will no longer bring meat to this camp. You are the instruments of a hateful old man's vengeance. And I'm under the impression that there will be even more deaths if I do not get to the root of this problem.
Right.
The elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger, but Dunkus would not approve of this. He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir de Corsillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict without violence.
Right. Well, here's the thing about that. Property conflict, I can't really say that it falls in that category. Mainly because, well, let's be honest, it's not our property. It's just flat out not our property. We don't actually hold any claim to this, realistically. As the congregation, yes, we made an agreement for some wood, but we did not agree to take all of the wood in this grove. We did not agree to own this grove. And with that being said, we don't actually have any claim to anything here. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Wait, I can't break down any of the hats? Oh, yes. Yes, I can. There we go. Excellent. Take it away. Go and talk to Mr. Corsillon. See what he's got to say about things. It's a bit late at night, but he'll be fine. Just barge in and wake him up. Apparently, we all sleep in shifts around here. Hello, cousin. I'm busy. Goodbye. I think this is where Mr. Corsillon is. I can't remember. Why does this old man hide at the very tippity top of the tower? Hey there, fella.
Sir de Corsillon.
Decidez, my young student. What can I do for you?
I have come to find you because I received a complaint from the natives of the village of Vigigidor. They want to be able to access a clearing, exploited by our woodcutters to heal it, to reforest it, I assume. But our men there say that it belongs to them, and are refusing to let the natives enter it. The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago, but tensions are running high and some men have lost their lives. If we don't intervene, we're heading for a real confrontation.
It is very regrettable, and I approve of your desire to appease this conflict. According to what you have told me, if ever there was a contract, it must have been signed under our former governor. You should go to the archives and verify this. Then go and talk to Lady Laurine de Morange. And of course, I'll be delighted to help you once things have been clarified.
Thank you, Professor. Once more, you've been of great help.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
I mean,
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Corsillon.
you already kind of did, fella. You gave me some answers. Not necessarily answers that I really needed somebody else to give me, but, you know, yeah, okay. Let's go downstairs and talk to the grumpy old man in the archives. Because, as we know, he loves us, considering the last time we were there, we kind of strong-armed him into doing what we wanted, but he's not gonna hold a grudge. Is he? Oh, wait. No. It's not this guy. Hold on. That's the current documents man. Hold on. Never mind. Don't gotta worry about it. It's not the same dude. Think it's this door? I think it's this door. Hold on. What's it here? Free ammunition. Yes. I think it's down here. Which, honest to goodness, you would have a hard time finding this place casually. Just first play. I know I did. Took me a minute to actually sniff out where this was. Property deed of the logging expedition. Following negotiations between Chief Dunkas and Governor de Morange over lands in the Quenvar region, it was hereby decided that the negotiated lands would be henceforth be sole property and exclusive, or the sole and exclusive property of the merchant congregation for the purpose of carrying out a logging activity. Access to this area is now restricted to members of the congregation. I mean, that sounds like linguistic trickery to screw over the native populace of this area. Ugh. I feel like as a more technologically advanced society, it is your duty to uphold fairness in your contracts and be able to interpret the deals which are being set forward to you by what would by some be considered a lesser intellectual grouping of people, though technological advancement doesn't necessarily dictate intellectual anything. It's very interesting how this works.
Good day, Lady Morange. Do you remember me?
Of course. Sir de Sardet, isn't it? I hope that you and your cousin have grown to like it here. But I have little reason to believe you have paid me a visit to exchange civilities. Can I be of service?
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigigidor. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is sacred, and which they would like to heal. But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them access to the area. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts. Do you have the document with you?
Yes, here it is.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they cede them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented, to be honest.
In that case, why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to craft. It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city, and I regret it.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's find Sir de Corsilion. Can I help you with any other matter?
Nope.
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Sir de Corsilion, it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem concerning a clearing, which my student told me about.
Indeed. And I think I may have a solution that will allow us to solve this conflict peacefully.
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the natives was foreign to me. The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. They welcomed us with benevolence. For this reason, I think we should allow them access to these lands. In doing so, we would appease the tensions, and we would also retain ownership of the wood. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest this area. Then we can exploit it for a longer period of time.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve, but several men were killed. and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons responsible do not pay for their crimes.
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan, never approved such an action.
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing people to go to this clearing, provided the murderer is delivered to us.
Thank you, Master. I will inform Dunkus of your decision.
Absolutely. All right. Let's go talk to Dunkus. It's such a weird noise for the bell. Like the knots bell for what I'm guessing is probably either arriving ships or just some sort of like a morning bell to wake people up. But it's a very strange little noise. Alright, let's go talk to Dunkus. Travel, talk to Dunkus. This could get interesting. Could get interesting indeed. Yeah. Oh. Man. Gotta try and keep the peace. But, I don't know. This could go a few different ways here. Let's go see our boy Dunkus. Hello there, sir.
Bertir Tumad. I am Dunkas, the Mal and the Done god of the Yigidor. You're very strange for Renaise. Who are you?
My name is Desade. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
You are a Lugair Blau? Oh, I didn't know there were Onal Manawi amongst them. They may not be so different from us after all. What brings you here, Onal Manawi?
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation regarding the clearing. You will now be able to access it freely, to accomplish your rituals or heal the area, and the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness. No one else is responsible for their deaths. If they hadn't cut all the ochreberry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died after eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous Dawson tat.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the ochreberries...
We know that you are responsible for this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
Dunkus, I beg you. I only wanted the Renaigse to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and you know that. I would never have thought you capable of doing something so foolish.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance into their own hands, you must deliver this man to us.
I understand. But I have one condition before we make this agreement. The Lugair Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugair Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaigse came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
I must
Nope.
leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Nope, not at all. Alright, well... Dunkus being level-headed lets us know we're gonna be all good. Just gotta do one little thing. Run out. We gotta explore this mine and get people to stop digging. We don't want that mountain collapsing on people's heads, right? Can't be having that. So, in the interest of peace, we're gonna go and we're going to investigate this. Though, unfortunately, that's a that's a quest for another time, as we're out of time for this episode today. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. As always, take care of yourselves, be good to each other, and keep moving forward, my friends. I'll see you in the next episode.